Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. What is the definition of the word incredulous? Is it part of your word collection? Can you form a sentence using the word incredulous? Can you provide me with two words that have the same meaning as incredulous? Join me now as I explore some tips that would help you add incredulous to your everyday speech and writing, provide you with synonyms, sentence examples using incredulous, and most importantly, the simplest definition you need. Let's go straight away to the video. Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, October 24th, our word of the day is incredulous. I-N-C-R-E-D-U-L-O-U-S. Incredulous. Incredulous is an 11-letter word and an adjective. Remember, adjectives describe the qualities or states of being of nouns: enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fun, fast. They can also tell the quantity of nouns: many, few, millions, 11. Incredulous means unbelievable, cannot accept as true. In other words, too unlikely to be believed. If you are incredulous, that means you can't or won't believe something. If you tell people about those aliens you met the other night, they'll probably give you an incredulous look. Incredulous is the opposite of credulous, which means believing too easily. Both words come from the Latin word credere, which means to believe. Incredulous is stronger than skeptical. If you're incredulous of something, you refuse to believe it, but if you're skeptical, you're doubtful but you haven't ruled it out completely. If someone insists that your best friend is actually an underworld spy, you'll probably look at them with incredulous anger. Incredulous is an adjective that describes a feeling of disbelief or skepticism towards something. It is often used to describe a person's reaction to something difficult to believe or accept. If you are unsure of how to use this word in a sentence, here are some tips to help you. Understand the meaning of incredulous. Before using the word incredulous in a sentence, it is important to understand its meaning. Incredulous means to be skeptical or disbelieving of something. It is often used to describe a person's reaction to something hard to believe. Use incredulous to describe a person's reaction. Incredulous is often used to describe a person's reaction to something. For example, you could say, "She looked incredulous when I told her the news." This sentence describes the person's reaction to the news, which was one of disbelief or skepticism. Use incredulous to describe a situation. Incredulous can also be used to describe a situation that is hard to believe. For example, you could say, "The idea of time travel seemed incredulous to me." This sentence describes the situation of time travel, which is difficult to believe or accept. Use incredulous in a negative context. Incredulous is often used in a negative context to describe a person's reaction to something that is not believable or acceptable. For example, you could say, "He was incredulous that anyone could believe such a ridiculous story." This sentence describes the person's negative reaction to the story. Use incredulous in a formal context. Incredulous is a formal word that is often used in academic or professional writing. It is important to use the word correctly and in the appropriate context. For example, you could say, "The scientist was incredulous at the results of the experiment." This sentence describes the scientist's reaction to the experiment, which was one of disbelief or skepticism. In conclusion, incredulous is a word that is used to describe a feeling of disbelief or skepticism towards something. It is often used to describe a person's reaction to something difficult to believe or accept. By understanding the meaning of incredulous and using it correctly in a sentence, you can effectively communicate your thoughts and ideas. Similar words include disbelieving, unbelieving, doubtful, dubious, unconvinced, distrustful, distrusting, mistrustful, mistrusting, suspicious, questioning, lacking trust, cynical, skeptical, wary, chary. Examples of sentences using incredulous are: the bank teller gave Kurt an incredulous look when he deposited a real check for $20 million. Because Leslie is such a tiny woman, people find it incredulous that she is a police officer. The incredulous man could not believe he survived the car wreck without a single scratch. I could tell by my husband's incredulous smile that he had serious doubts about my excuse for coming home late. When my teenage daughter told me she had used my credit card to purchase a $300 pair of sneakers, I was incredulous. It was obvious the jury did not believe the defendant's incredulous alibi. Make sure to save this new word, incredulous, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences.
That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learned something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!